Hi there, I'm Shane Spiers and welcome to another edition of the Summit Interviews, beaming out to you from the beautiful city of Bath in the UK. My guest today is Jason Scott. Jason, a very warm welcome. How are you today?
Very well, thank you. Better for being on this show.
Brilliant. Lovely to have you here. For those of you that don't know him, Jason is a successful serial entrepreneur, professional keynote speaker, best-selling author, award-winning event professional, mentor, podcaster, and a part of Tim Ferriss's NR set out who travels the world educating and empowering people. Jason can show you how ordinary people can build a solid living with passion and purpose on their own terms. Voted top 100 movers and shakers in events by Evan Bright 2016. Voted number one on Double Dutch 250 people in events and top 10% of social media and events in the world, and one of the small business top 100 companies in 2016. Jason has started and sold several companies on three continents in his entrepreneurial journey. So, Jason, the title and subject of our interview today is your kind of core passion at the moment, aesthetic medicines. And I wonder if I set the clock, who's your ideal client and what's the problem that you're solving for them?
So it's twofold. I started this business. I was in events. My dad didn't have a job. And more than that, he didn't have a reason to get up in the morning. He was 57. He was kind of forced to retire. And we were trying to find something that would provide profit and purpose. This is why it's such a big deal to me. It was solving that problem for my dad, giving him a reason to get up, giving him a reason to do something that responded in a well that was what I call a FIP model. So something that provides fun, income, and a purpose. And once I solved that problem for him, it was only like 4 years later, 2012 to 2016, that 5 years later, almost, that other people started coming to me with the same problem, saying, I'm looking for a passive income, I'm looking for an active income, I'm looking to help other people, but I'm involved in affiliate marketing, or I'm involved in selling some lotion or potion. And as someone that's always been a salesperson, probably first and foremost before any of my other careers or starting businesses around the world, I've always hated the connection between sales and snake oil. This ridiculous notion that people who sell things are selling things to you, not for you. Yeah. And when, I'm an older man, so I've seen the time when we stopped calling it sales and we called it consultations, and we kind of worked around this whole thing. When the truth is, sales is the most beautiful thing in the world. It's providing a solution to an actual problem and telling someone how this works. So what do? I travel the world and I provide them with a piece of equipment, normally, first and foremost, because that's the biggest thing, that's backed by science. And I ask them to never, ever sell snake oil. This technology that we currently have around the world, started with laser, moved into radio frequency, now we're into cryogenics. It's very exciting, but only promise what we can actually do. And that's how we've been successful. We've opened 29 locations around the world, and we have 27 success stories. Wow. And we've done that by constantly reminding people, this is what it does. This is who our market is. Don't move off that. Don't try and be everything to everyone. You're an actual solution to an actual problem. People that are overweight by 15 pounds to 25 pounds, that's our model, that's our market, and you will help them lose fat. People with slight wrinkles, we have a machine for that. Someone who has a tattoo in 2 to 3 colors, we've got a machine for that. But that's it. If they've got multicolored, forget about it. If they're morbidly obese, forget about it. Yeah. Understand your market, understand your problem, and what do we have to solve that?
And what are some of the mistakes you see the clients that are kind of suffering from these sort of problems are making before they kind of meet you?
Most of the time, it's the problem of believing everything they read. I recently was invited to a massive show in the Middle East, and there were all these signs all over that said, cure cellulite. And I went up to every one of them and I said, I have a bag of $1 million. I will give it to you now if your machine or your solution or your lotion or potion solves cellulite problems. Because there isn't any. It's never been existed. It manages the appearance of cellulite. Great. Just say that. So that's my biggest issue with this industry. It's my biggest issue, I think, with the problems people have. Sometimes it is about weight. They're just trying to cut weight. But most people are actually trying to lose fat. And fat and weight are not the same things. There's also something in our industry that we call bro science, which comes from Australia, which is this idea that you meet someone at the gym and he says, hey, bro, let me tell you how to lose weight. Take this, do this, exercise here, what you eat, nonsense. There's a science to fat reduction. There's a science to weight reduction. In fact, boxers are probably the greatest science when it comes to weight reduction, but they're not losing fat. They're losing water, and fat itself is shrinking, and muscle is building. And muscle is a tissue, and fat is a cell. Fat cannot turn into muscle. One of the things I hear all the time, it cannot be done. One is a cell and one is a tissue. And it's about education. And I think that is one of the biggest things that we've been very strong with, is our education to the market. Don't believe something will cure cellulite. If it existed, we'd all have it. Don't believe something can help you lose fat when it actually just helps you lose weight. And understand the people you are seeing, make sure they understand the science, the procedure, and the results.
And what's one valuable free action that you'd get clients to take?
Ask questions.
Right.
Knowledge is not the answer. Asking the right question is the answer. It's very easy to say, what is 5 plus 5? You're always going to get the exact answer. But asking someone what equals 10 is going to provide you with a variety of answers. So understanding what your exact problem is. Is it that it is weight loss? Are you just holding a lot of water? Maybe you have something called lymphedema. Or is it that you're holding a lot of fat? Or you've got a lot of fat cells that immediately grow thanks to triglyceride, a mixture of oil, fat, and sugar. We're very quick to jump on bandwagons. Just stop sugar. Just stop carbs. In the UK, I'm sure you've heard this, no carbs before mobs. This idea that it's holiday season coming up, I'm going to go away, I need to stop carbs. Well, carbs have a really good and important function. Don't stop carbs. It's going to break your metabolism. Merely understand how it works. Right. Don't stop sugar. Sugar right now is the bad thing. Don't stop. Sugar has its place, but it's understanding its place. It's asking the right questions.
Brilliant. Jason, and finally, where can people, our viewers, our listeners, go to get a valuable free resource that they can find out more about your stuff?
Absolutely. So we're on www.lokkima, it's LOKKIMA.com. I'm also on LinkedIn, Jason Allen Scott. I'm on Twitter. I'm very easy to find. And I do have a group of assistants, but if you address anything dear Jason as opposed to whom it may concern, my assistants will always lead it up to me. It just might take 3 to 5 days to answer it.
Brilliant. Jason, thank you for that. Really fascinating. Thank you very much.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me on the show.